This week's Parsha begins with telling us the story of the life of the first Yid, the first Jew, Avram Avinu, or so we thought. The pasuk starts off with telling us how Hashem revealed himself to Avram Avinu and told him to pick up where he was, go to Eretz Yisrael with a couple detours along the way, and by doing that, Hashem will make his name great, Hashem will turn him into a nation, and all will be good. But the question every single commentator has on the Torah is that the Torah gives us no context to who Avram Avinu was. The most we know about Avram Avinu from the Torah is the fact that his father was Terach, and he was mentioned once when we were speaking about everyone and their descendants in the world. Otherwise, we have absolutely no context to who Avram Avinu was. It is only the commentators that explain that the backstory of Avram Avinu was probably one of the most fascinating you've ever seen. How he discovered Hashem at the age of 3. His entire life up until that point was fighting his family's idolatrous ideas, to the point where he was thrown into a fire, to the point where he was thrown into a furnace by Nimrod, the king of Ur-Kasdim. And only after that did Hashem appear to Avram and tell him to leave. But the Torah doesn't tell us any of that. Why is that? Additionally, we've seen many people do great sacrifices for Hashem. Let's not forget that 1 week ago we learned about Lech. He was also a great guy. But what was so special about Avram Avinu that all he had to do was pick up and leave and listen to Hashem, and all of a sudden now he becomes the founder of the Jewish people? So explains the Rebbe, it's very simple. When it comes to Yiddishkeit, when it comes to Judaism, in contrast to all other religions, Hashem directly chose us. It makes no difference how much you understand, how much you know, or how much you feel. The Metzias, the existence, is that Hashem chose you to be part of his special nation. That has nothing to do with how good you were, how great you were, what sacrifices you've made beforehand. You were chosen. Because when it comes to Yiddishkeit, our relationship with Hashem is ran by the Divrei. It's ran by the Creator. It's ran by God himself. It's not that we found God. Hashem made us find him. Hashem chose us. And therefore, when it came to Noach, who was not a Jew, he was a great guy, a nice person, made a lot of self-sacrifices. The Torah talks about him, how he's such a righteous person, he was a complete person, he was a tzaddik, but ultimately he's not the founder of the Jewish people. The founder of the Jewish people is Avram Avinu, because Avram Avinu found Hashem, because that's what Hashem wanted. And that has nothing to do with who Avram Avinu was beforehand. And therefore, the Torah doesn't include it in its account of Avram Avinu's life. Because when it comes to defining what is a Jew, it has nothing to do with how good you are, what you did beforehand. It's about that when Hashem tells you to pick up and leave your home, leave your past desires, leave your past life, leave your enjoyments, pleasures behind, you do it. And you do it out of love, and you do it with kindness. And that, what Avram Avinu did, has the reward of being the father of an incredible, incredible nation. So the lesson is very clear. Sometimes we have to make sacrifices. Sometimes we have to leave our homeland, in the sense that we're leaving all our taivos, we're leaving all our pleasures to do something that we're not so sure that we even want to do. But the main point is that we learn from Avram Avinu that this is what Hashem wants, and therefore I'm going to do it. We can also learn from here that no one can say Torah is not for me, because more than all the incredible self-sacrifices Avram Avinu made on behalf of Yiddishkeit and on behalf of Hashem, what matters most to Hashem is that he fulfilled Hashem's instruction for being a proud Jew. That's something all of us can do. It makes no difference how smart you are, how many mitzvahs you do, how much better you could be to the task you have in front of you right now. And that is to be a proud Jew, to learn Torah, to do mitzvahs, to spread light into the world. That is something that everyone could do. And when we have that mindset, and we fulfill Hashem's commandments, not just are we helping ourselves and giving ourselves so many rewards and good things in the physical world and in the spiritual worlds, we are helping Klal Yisrael become one step closer to the coming of Mashiach. May he come speedily in our days. Wishing you a good Shabbos.